Should we mention the microphones?
You guys notice anything?
Major updates?
Yeah.
We
Major
have
upgrades.
Yeah, updates and upgrades. Microphones and bridesmaids.
Oh, yeah.
I'll rip that band-aid off. I just asked Haley and Julia to be my bridesmaids. If you're new here, I got engaged last year, and I'm getting married next May 2026. So, you'll get occasional bridal details from time to time, but obviously they're my besties, my sisters from other misters. They have to be up there when I say I do.
We did say yes.
We did.
Yes. And they get to go shopping already, so they're excited.
Yes. Okay, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Haley.
I'm Janina.
And I'm Julia, and you're watching The Neighbors Pod.
Or listening.
Okay, Diva.
What? Not everyone is watching. And today we're going to be talking about if we can realistically switch to a flip phone.
I think this is going to be funny.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so I figured we could start this off with a question. Do you think you would miss texting?
Yes.
Texting how?
Texting the way we've been texting now, so like emojis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could send a paragraph, I could send a voice memo.
Ooh. Oh, okay. First of all, we all know that I would miss audio messages.
Yeah.
I love a good audio message. You are all that are listening or watching, you're definitely thanking your lucky stars that you don't have my cell phone number. Okay? I'll just start there. But I would miss emojis too, especially with all the new updates that they make every year. And now with the new Apple stickers feature, you can kind of make anything an emoji.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I have not explored enough.
Same.
Like, I need to kind of get on that. We should be doing that more.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I don't know. From time to time, I miss texting with the old keyboards.
I know, and all the slang too, because you had to use the slang.
Yes, that's where slang came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not from texting on an iPhone that can autocorrect and correct your slang for you.
Yeah.
Half the time that I'm not using slang anymore, it's because I was like, ooh, I'm like 20 something now. I shouldn't be saying that anymore. So I'll still write out LOL, right? But in my shortcuts, I have it. No, not LOL. I'll still do LOL.
I'm like, I
What's
don't get
another
laugh out loud from you.
one? Like on the way.
Well, on the way
Okay.
there's an
I hate
auto.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like on the way or got to go. I make it like change little things like that. I don't use that kind of slang. I'm like, I feel like that's like too young.
But it's like the novelty of it.
Yeah, it
It's
depends on
fun.
the audience for me.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true
Because you
too.
guys, I'm using it all.
Yeah.
My aunt, I'm a little more formal.
True.
Yeah.
No GIFs.
No GIFs.
Ooh, I would miss GIFs.
No screen reactions when...
No group chats.
Yeah, that's wild.
Group chats would be bugging.
Or when you kind of like shit text back with somebody else when you're sending quick messages. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And laughing about something.
But do we need to be talking
No.
like that then?
No.
Yeah, I guess if you have a flip phone, then you would just call them.
Yeah.
These are mentioned in my pros and cons.
So would it like force you to start calling people more because texting wouldn't be the same because you don't have as many options since it's not a smartphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like not the right time to call someone.
Yeah.
No, I mean fair.
You both have to be free at the same time. I like that I can spam text you guys and you respond when you're free.
I mean, yes, same. Or me with my audio messages. That would just become a voicemail. And then what? I'm gonna have to call both of you to leave the same kind of voicemail?
Yeah.
It's kind of incredible that I can just text our little group chat and send you, quote unquote, a voicemail directly.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how I treat audio messages.
No FaceTime.
I don't really like FaceTime.
Really?
Same. I'm not a big FaceTimer, so I would live without that.
It's just a phone call.
I guess, but I feel like there's certain times where I like a FaceTime. Like, if I haven't seen somebody in a long time. Actually. You know when you get a FaceTime from someone you don't expect? And you're
Terrifying.
like, no, they can't see me right now.
Who's with them?
Yeah.
There might be a reason why you haven't seen them in a long time.
Yeah. It would still be missed a little bit.
There's Skype and Uvu. We could go back to that. Yeah, if we're gonna bring back flip
We are
phones,
not
we could-
bringing back Uvu. I won't let
Uvu
it.
never worked.
No.
Like
Miss
my
those
first
days.
relationship.
God. No, okay, so I saw a lot. There's this like Reddit page called Dumb Phones. And it's a
Okay.
community of people that got rid of their smartphones, switched to a dumb phone, aka flip phone. And they say that some people that are trying to commit to it they still own their iPhone, they kind of just have a second line that's a flip phone.
All right.
But the phone at home, well, their iPhone, they leave at home purposely. So
Okay.
it becomes something that you're only doing that's what Uvu reminded me of, because we only did that at home for the
Yeah.
most part. Like
Yeah.
on your iPad when you were home from school.
Yeah.
So it's become that for an iPhone. I guess they're just taking away the phone features of it.
Yeah.
I saw someone on TikTok recently say that they just take the SIM card out of the iPhone and put it into the flip phone
Oh,
when
I
they
saw
leave
that.
the house. So then the iPhone, again, like the same thing, but instead of paying for 2 lines, you're just flipping the SIM card. And I
Interesting.
would rather do that, I think, than pay for 2 phones.
That is a
Yeah.
lot of work,
Especially if
though.
you're only going to use the one at home. Just leave the SIM card in the other and make that iPhone act like an iPod and just connect it to the Wi-Fi only.
Okay, but I would see a benefit of having a separate phone with a separate number. If you're like, too many people contact me on my smartphone, only my mom, my boyfriend, and my friends are going to have this phone number. Because those are the
That's-
only people that should have to reach me when I'm out.
But if you move the SIM card that was in the iPhone to the flip phone,
You would keep
It's-
the number.
right, but your iPhone doesn't have a SIM card in it, so it just becomes like an iPod.
Well, when
So only like your iCloud messages would come in.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want any of that coming to my flip phone. And I want it to also just be on my iPhone when I come back home.
she's saying any of the contacts,
Yeah.
still
Oh,
have access to.
so then how are you planning on using a flip phone?
Just to call people for an emergency. Call
Oh.
people I need to in my direct life. Like, I don't need a cousin's message right away.
That's
but
next level.
Why can't you call off your smartphone in an emergency then? Like, you don't need a separate phone just for that.
Well, no, but that's the whole point of this. Just that we don't have our iPhone with us to have Instagram and everything while we're out. But the flip phone is just to only be able to talk to the immediate people that you would need to when you're out.
So you would have a second line for that or no?
Yeah. I would go to Walmart and get like the track
Interesting.
phone, like get minutes for
Yeah.
a month.
It'd be a little bit more
Interesting.
limited, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to use it way less too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you're only going to need it for emergencies, like 6 hours would be plenty of time.
Yeah. Like, I can't commit to
Hopefully.
fully just
Fuck.
having a flip phone.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck,
That's
I
like
don't know, man.
caveman territory.
Yeah, I can't do that.
The paranoid in me, like, I couldn't commit to a minutes only deal.
I know.
Like, you don't know what the fuck kind of emergency you're going to run into.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some of your guys' cons?
As I use my phone to pull up the cons.
I was like, should I use paper for this episode?
Yeah.
Nah.
I thought about that too. Journaling, because I was journaling a lot
I
this
know.
weekend anyway.
Okay, first up. No asking Reddit random questions that pop in my head on a daily basis. Gotta work
No,
with
that's
it.
so real. Honestly, I saw a Reddit comment about that today. Basically, that we all survived before not having the information at our fingertips.
Yep.
But I love searching everything immediately.
Yeah.
See, same, and I don't think, like, when I'm searching something, like, I'm like looking it up for a reason. Like, there's a reason why I need to know that.
But maybe you think you need to know it and you don't actually need to know
But if
it.
it's for work, yeah.
Okay, no. Just for life.
Oh, like for life, no. Like,
Yeah.
not in that instance.
Like, even, I'll go as far to say to check if something's in stock in store. We used to just walk in and see.
yeah, like, okay, like, yes, in theory, we can get back to doing that.
Yeah.
Just going to the store, and if it's there, it's there. If it's not, oh well, try again next week. Or
Yeah.
if you really need it, try another store, come back tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That's
first-
when the restock day is.
The example that comes to mind is when you're thinking of a movie and you can't remember an actor's name, and you're immediately like, oh, I'll just look it up.
Yeah. I do that a lot. That's
Yeah.
probably my most searched thing.
But, like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with that?
It's just the fact that you don't need to
Yeah.
access that information immediately. Like, let's say in a few hours, if you can't remember it already. Because most of the time, if you just give it a couple minutes, it usually comes to you.
Yeah. Or it
Then-
encourages conversation with those around you.
Yeah.
And you talk to each other.
True.
True.
It's not like you're in Cash Cab and you need the answer. Like, you probably were just talking about it and wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what if no one else around you knows? Then one person could just Google it.
What did they do in the 90s?
On to the next topic.
Yeah, find something else. It remains a mystery. And then one day down the line, months later, you're with the same group and you find it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too much of a Gemini. I
No,
need
it's
to know
just because we're
shit.
used to having it
Yeah.
so accessible.
That's a
So it's
Gemini
just-
trait, man. They're nosy. They want to know.
My first con that immediately came to mind when I thought about this was no Apple Pay.
Ooh.
I live with my Apple Pay.
See, my Apple Pay hasn't worked for like 2 years, so I haven't had it in a minute.
Interesting.
But I do miss it.
Like Apple Pay, paying at Starbucks, paying at Dunkin',
Yeah.
scanning my movie tickets.
Like the apps
Yeah.
payment, yeah.
That's so
Mobile
true.
orders, oh my god.
Yeah.
I could not live without mobile ordering.
And a lot of
That sounds very first world. It is very first world, okay? I'll say
Yeah.
that.
like even doing curbside pickup somewhere, sometimes you need like a QR code or something. You can't even, the camera's shoddy.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
If it even has a camera.
Yeah. A lot of the new ones do, which I don't like. I kind of wish they
Well,
did.
yeah, if you get a Motorola Razr
Yeah.
now, it'll have... It's like a smartphone. It's a flip phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. That could be an interesting subtopic. Like traditional flip phone or like the new smartphone flip phones. What kind of flip phone would you get? Like an old one? It seems like you're talking about older ones.
I would prefer an old one, but I found that it's very hard to find an old one and to get it to work the way that we would need it to. Like, you need to make a new one. Or you need
Like,
to
is
find
it
a new
just
one.
too obsolete now?
Not even obsolete, but like the work you would have to do to rewire it or get it working with like batteries and stuff isn't worth it. Like, we're doing this just to have fun. It's not worth the project.
Got
That's
it.
true.
Okay. T. I will say, my fiance had the Samsung flip phone, and he did like it. He had the one that like opened like a book,
Yeah.
and I keep seeing the Adeline Morin ad for the Motorola flip phone, and that one looks really fucking cute. It definitely helps that it's pink as hell. That is like hot Barbie pink. It scratches the right part of my girl brain.
If
Okay.
you search flip phone on TikTok, there's a Barbie flip phone that a lot of people are buying. Like, literally, Barbie hot pink has the B on it.
It
And
might
it
be
works.
that one. Oh, no. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one that came up on my video with the pros and cons from that girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's how I found out about the Sim song.
Yeah, a lot of people are using
the
those.
Sim card flipping. Oh my god.
So the Barbie phone can take a SIM card.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
It's like a functioning phone, and they just had a Barbie brand deal with it.
Maybe that's the plan of action.
Yeah.
It looks really
If
cute.
it works, yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't have like an iPhone 15 or 16 or older, I think.
Oh.
Because those don't have the SIM card like easily accessible.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd be switching SIM cards back
Yeah,
and
so
forth.
then
If you're gonna open a second line for it, then just get it.
Well, I think, because there's like TikToks where people will give a flip phone to homeless people, like on the street,
Yeah,
so they can just
there's-
contact. So there's
they
a
have,
way.
like no contract
Yeah.
things that aren't associated with a credit card or whatever.
Anything. You don't need a carrier. It's just like when 3 hours go by, then this phone, you need to add more type thing.
Prepaid.
Yeah, prepaid, yeah. That's what I would do. Because I think, I don't know, we could do like a challenge, I think.
Yeah,
of
that's
like
a good idea.
a weekend on a flip phone. Or like if I were going on a trip, only use the flip phone.
Ooh.
Like that. I
Oh.
cannot commit to a life on a flip phone.
It's tough.
I think that'd be fun for you.
I think it would be fun.
Like that and like your little like cameras.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, well,
Okay, but you're gonna say your next con? Go into it then. Well, I was gonna say a trip with no GPS.
okay, yeah. Well, I
Cons,
did mention that.
Yeah.
At your fingertip.
Yeah, and also driving, like, no Spotify or Apple Music, no CarPlay.
No GPS, like Julia just said.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Those are two helpful things. The radio and listening to ads on the radio sucks, okay? You heard it here first. I was the first to say it.
I don't mind the radio.
I can't stand the radio after streaming. I have not listened to the radio
if you have a
in
good
years.
station, it's enjoyable. Like, I love when they do the phone taps and the pranks.
I was gonna say the only one that I would listen to is probably like Elvis Duran, and I'm not listening to the radio in the morning. I'm just not. Like
fair.
I don't drive to work.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play my music.
Yeah. But yeah, no maps would be, like, that's why I can't get rid of my phone entirely, because I would just have my phone in for navigation, then when I get to the destination, flip to my flip phone.
And leave your other phone in the car.
Yeah, something like that. Keep it in a bag, keep it locked away. Locked in my purse.
Yeah, literally.
All the things.
Yeah. But speaking of cameras, you would need to carry an extra camera with you, which for me was a pro and a con, because I don't like relying on your iPhone anyway to take pictures. I think it's always better to use a disposable or a digital or whatever camcorder. So it's kind of a pro, kind of a con. Annoying because certain places you don't want to carry a million things with you, or you're like not planning on taking pictures and you're happy you have your phone.
Yeah.
Or sometimes the place you're going doesn't allow like that kind of
That too.
camera. Because sometimes my Canon gets flagged because it's too nice of a camera. And
Yeah,
they're
the
like,
lens.
are you a professional? You can't bring that in. And it's like, no, this is just my camera. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you're not stopping everyone walking in here with an iPhone.
Yeah.
At a concert or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that goes back to our concert etiquette topic. Do we need to be taking tons of videos and pictures at concerts? Not really.
I think it's okay if you don't, but I like that the greater masses do. Because I just go on YouTube and I watch the videos.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of when I look up a live recording of someone performing, it's the shakiest video. You can't hear anything. No, but if you do have a nice camera, it does come out good.
Yeah.
To be fair. This one might be niche. Can't stalk an old text message easily. And I don't know about you guys, I always go back into old messages like, oh, what did I say at this time? Or let me look at this message with this person. And if
I
you
don't
had a
do
flip
that.
phone, I could not do that. You guys don't do that?
No.
Oh, yours delete.
My text delete after 30 days.
I have it set to do that too.
I'm too attached.
I never.
I have storage
What do
issues,
you gain
girl.
from that?
Yeah.
Anxiety?
I've never gone back.
anxiety.
I've never gone back to look.
Oh my god.
If anything, take a screenshot if you really want to look at it again.
Oh,
maybe
you should
one day.
stop doing that.
I should. My sister tells me to stop too.
My dad deletes his text messages like an hour after
Is
they
that
come
a
in.
dad thing? My dad does that as well.
Maybe.
Immediately. He'll be mid-conversation, delete it while they're responding.
Oh my gosh.
He never has storage issues, though. I'll say that.
I wish.
Shit. Maybe I should take a page out of his book.
That's so stress-inducing. The empty mailbox.
Yeah. Or not knowing what you said last.
Their dads, what are they talking about?
I guess.
One pro that I mentioned of having a flip phone would be checking my email less.
So true.
I check my email far too much.
I don't check it often.
Literally so many times a day.
My biggest pro would be scrolling less.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
that would
that's-
also be my biggest con. I would miss social media.
But you don't need it. And you're not getting rid of it cold turkey. You're just having it when you're home. If you go
Right.
around.
Right.
Which could be amazing.
I guess. I don't know. Like, I work from home sometimes. Like, I'm not escaping it.
So put it like in your bedroom while you're working, you know? There's solutions.
I know, but that requires actual discipline.
But you could so do it. I think you would really benefit from it. Yeah. So a question I have for you guys. How many times a day do you think you pick up your phone?
Oh, too many.
You want a number?
I'd say probably like 100 easy.
I would say over 200, maybe.
I think so. I think I'm like 200 to 300 times.
Even
Yeah.
when there's nothing there, I'm like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I said 100 easy. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
That's
that feels
bad.
like too low.
That is really bad. I want to do this where I count every day intentionally how
I
many
think
times
there
I
is,
pick it up.
oh, settings that you could see it.
Like a wake up setting.
Yeah, like how many times your phone opens.
Dang.
Pickups.
Oh, good.
Okay, so when you're in screen time, press the see all apps and website activity.
Where? Okay. Yes.
Then scroll down and it tells you your pickups.
This is hilarious. Okay.
192 today.
198.
131. Messages is my top.
Me too. Me too.
Messages
student
is my
average.
top. Then ChatGPT and Google Chrome.
Oh my god. Okay, I average like less than 200. That's comforting, but that's probably still really bad.
Oh, man.
Where does it tell you the average?
I
Yeah.
just keep scrolling to the left.
Oh, daily average 130.
So I think if we had flip phones, we'd be picking it up less, obviously, because there's less to do. Maybe you'd be living with less
It's not
anxiety.
telling me the daily average.
So. I did mention the emails too, though, because how many times I'm home and I get a school email and it gives me anxiety. I shouldn't even need to look at my emails
Yeah,
outside of those hours.
that's true. And we were just talking about how in remote work, you're kind of always on call, but in a physical job, you kind of get to close the book and leave.
Yeah,
That's kind of the benefit of a flip phone. You're not bringing social media with you
definitely.
everywhere. And I'll check my email as an excuse to just pick up my phone,
Same.
see if anything's going on.
Mm-hmm.
See, like, I just shamelessly pick up my phone. I'm like, let me go check Instagram or TikTok.
But that's bad!
I know it's bad, but I'd rather do that
Can
than
you
check my
imagine
email
how
at
free your
least.
mind would be if you were not scrolling?
Yeah. That's why I was like, I slacked off with the journaling and I've been getting back into it lately. And I want to like think that the habit. Like, if I need a quick little break, let me grab a page in the journal and just doodle instead. At least,
Yeah.
like, the mind is still getting the break that it needs.
Yeah.
And a creative outlet versus scrolling, you know? And then, boom, one day I can become the next Leonardo da Vinci and make the next Mona Lisa.
I was laughing because I told the girls, for the listeners, for Lent I got rid of social media. So I've been trying to fill my time with other things. And I just find myself doing the most bullshit nonsense stuff. And last night I was literally had a pair of tweezers and I was like picking fuzz off of my hairbrush. How time consuming. My mom came into my room, she's like, Julia, just throw the brush out. I'm like, Mom, what else am I doing here? I just gotta sit and do something.
What else have you been doing?
You can read.
I finished a book this week.
Wow.
Shocker.
Start another one.
That's quick.
It was like halfway through, but again, I
Still.
was procrastinating it. I've been watching my show, White Lotus.
See?
What else? I cleaned my room today.
All good things.
It's really just that, or me making myself sit in silence, or go downstairs where everyone else is, rather
Yeah.
than sitting in my
That's
room.
good.
Yeah.
You could start sourdough.
Bro, my neighbor just gave us a loaf of sourdough because somebody made it for them and they said it was too heavy. First of all, this was an amazing loaf. It had cheddar cheese blended in it. It's so good. Haley's a cheese hater.
Especially cheddar.
It was so good.
Cheddar's so good.
I was thinking of you, Janina.
You would like the cheese scones that I make. They're so good.
On top? It's on top?
What?
The cheese is on top?
No, it's like incorporated throughout.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Yeah. I'll make them more on Saturday. Come over.
Okay.
I've been sending Julia screenshots of things she's missing on social media. Namely Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner.
I got
great.
What's up
I'm
with
getting
them?
screenshots
They
of
look great.
memories because people send me snap memories and they know I'm not opening it. They're like, "Oh, sorry. Here you go."
You feel so loved? How many more people are reaching out to you now?
Not many.
Oh.
Not at all. not many. I got in the car. I got in the car in like 3 days of no social media already happened, and my friend was like, "Did you do something to your Instagram?" I was like, "Oh, the first person to do this." Or maybe people are like, "Oh, thank God she's not posting on her Instagram story anymore." No.
Oh,
Nobody cares. It's okay.
I care.
I care.
But it's been good.
I'm glad.
So, if we flip phones,
I would do it for a short term. If I knew there was an end to it, I would do it.
yeah.
I would do the Motorola flip phone.
You are obsessed.
It's so cute.
That's a smartphone.
It
Yeah.
is.
Gina, I
Can
would
you
love-
scroll on it?
Yeah,
Okay, not the point.
I know.
You might sleep with a flip phone. You might sleep with a flip phone.
True.
I don't know. I had insomnia back then too. Okay,
You were 12 years old.
and I still wasn't sleeping.
I think you would benefit from having a reason to not scroll.
I definitely would. But I'm just saying, if I'm gonna not sleep, I'm gonna stay up anyway.
Wait, this is so funny because I just can't believe, Janina, that you're not like even considering a life without scrolling. She's like, no.
No, okay. It's not that I'm not considering a life without scrolling, right? It's just that, like, I know that I wouldn't sustain that.
But you could.
But you could, and you would.
Humans have existed for thousands of years.
Yes, and humans are known to make life-changing technology that just changes the world.
Brain rot is not a good thing.
No, okay, I'm not saying brain rot.
Just scrolling mindlessly.
Yeah, no. I'm
Brain
not saying
rot.
like that. Like, we definitely gotta like tone it in and like find balance, but like getting rid of it altogether isn't the solution, realistically speaking, either. You know what I mean? Like, it's always gonna be there.
It doesn't have, like, there's people that live right now without social media.
Right.
So, like, it doesn't have to be there.
But the social media is still there.
Of course, but you wouldn't be on it.
Right.
So, if a tree falls in the woods, does it make any sound?
But it still fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gina, I think you should just have an at-home phone. That's all I'm saying. I think you shouldn't scroll outside of your house.
Fair.
Only for a short term to learn that you can live without it.
Right.
Totally.
See, I feel like I'm the exception.
You're not the exception.
No. But like,
There's a lot of people that feel that
It's
way.
everyone.
Yeah.
no, like I see all the pros and it's so valid. But like, I don't know. I don't think I would. Realistically speaking, I don't think I would do that.
Just in like an imaginary world, basically.
In an
Yeah.
imaginary world, hell yeah, give me a flip phone.
If you were guaranteed success, would you do it?
Ooh.
You're like, no.
If you were guaranteed 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, would you do it?
Wow, I'm getting a sleep score of 100 every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
And I have a flip phone and just a phone that I use at home.
Yeah.
And I can't use it in bed, presumably. Sign me up.
No, you're lying. She's lying. Don't believe her.
You hesitated.
No, I had to think about
You
it.
had to be guaranteed success before you tried it.
It's a life-altering decision.
No, it's not.
It really isn't. It really isn't. You just be more present in a few different other things going on in your life. It's just one change.
Are you saying your life is your phone?
No.
So it's not a life-changing decision.
True. Okay. Valid.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know.
Segue from that. If you had a flip phone, you might take it out less in public because it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
If you're waiting in line, you wouldn't just flip out the phone and just sit there.
You can't listen to music in public then.
I don't think we should be listening to music in public.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that too. AirPods at work.
You know what? My mom just found her iPod Nano.
Oh, cute.
Bring those back. We don't need our phones. I hate holding my phone when I'm going on a walk.
That's annoying.
It's so heavy. The iPod Nano, you just had songs on there and little headphones.
It just clips right to
yeah, it
you.
was a little clip. Weighed
True.
less than an ounce.
This girl I saw on YouTube that did a week with a flip phone, she had music on the flip phone. She just downloaded a select amount of songs to it.
It's kind of like a CD.
Yeah, so you
pre-pick.
could
Yeah.
listen to music if you wanted to. She had the flip phone at the gym
Imagine.
Aw.
with her headphones.
See, that would scare me. The gym is so judgmental.
It is. Well,
Meh.
with my mindset now, I'd probably thinking they're kind of cool. Maybe I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, look, they got a flip phone. Somebody else.
I think that's a good point, though. Like, there's things you wouldn't do that are just accepted for iPhones.
Yeah.
I don't know. Currently, I work in New York City. I need headphones to play music when I'm out. But like when I'm out, like over here, of course I'm not like just headphones up.
Yeah. But even there, like, I would enjoy a peaceful walk just listening to the cars and the people. You don't need the stimulation of music. I understand that it's an added benefit, but you don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need
rather,
it.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but I'd rather hear Harry Styles sing Daylight over the New York City honking fest.
Fair. I agree. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As long as you can understand.
I understand. That's so funny, Julie, you said that though, because the con I have written down is imagine answering a flip phone in a coffee shop in 2025. How
Okay, but-
embarrassing.
No, imagine hang up on a flip phone at a
Emma
coffee
said
shop.
that. Emma was like, you could easily hang up on somebody that you don't want to talk to and just slam the phone down.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, what if? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No accidental voice memos, no thinking you hung up and you didn't and the call's still going.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Flip to close.
Less
Yeah.
typos maybe on a text because you have to try or go slower.
Okay, but do you guys think being encouraged to call is overall a pro or a con?
I think it's a pro.
I think it's a pro.
Yeah.
Because, like, a text, you're not actually getting the tone and, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
connection and
personal.
interaction piece.
Yeah.
Unless you're, like, sending audio messages.
And I also feel like there's a connection somehow between wanting to call someone and not text them because of being on a flip phone to seeing them more.
Okay.
Because you might want to tell them things in person because you don't want to be bothered with texting.
Because that sort of text, like, you can't send a long update on a flip phone text.
Yeah.
I've trust me, I lived it. It was not fun.
Yeah.
Sending anything more than like 3 sentences.
So I feel like that could be a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be seeing people more because you want to update them and you can't text them.
Yeah.
Or can't text them meaningfully, I guess.
True. Yeah, the texting would be way more surface level.
Which kind of is a good thing. I don't think we need to be texting like a therapist. I feel like things are better in person.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think so. Yeah. You know what sucks about like friendships like us is that we went from seeing each other in school 5 days a week to now we see each other like once a week.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like I was so used to talking to you all the time for so long that it's like, damn, I want to text you because that's what I'm used to.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's true. We
But
are
that
lucky
could be
to
like
see
a
each
niche.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be like a niche thing. Because I would say the average person is probably not friends with their childhood people like that.
How sad.
Right?
It
Yeah.
is.
It is sad. We are blessed.
I also said another con is when you want to text someone at a time they'd be asleep,
Mm-hmm.
but it's too long / too late. So, like, you either have to wait till they wake up or leave a voicemail and worry about waking them up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of.
I think you would just wait.
Yeah, but then what if I forget?
You'd have to write it out. Like, grab, like, a pen and paper and actually just write it out. Like, text so-and-so this.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be prone to forgetting. Or make a note in your... they make a reminder in your smartphone to text so-and-so from the flip phone. If you're allowed to use it at home.
Yeah.
Like, you can use it like a notepad.
True.
That was
Yeah.
one of my cons, not having a calendar to write down appointments and stuff
Well,
on your
they
phone.
do have calendars. Flip phones
On the
have
flip
calendars.
phones?
Yeah.
Okay,
They-
okay.
Yeah.
And, like I just said, you could just, like, keep... If you're using your other phone, like, at home, you could just, like, update it, your calendar when you're at home then.
Yeah. Or a paper calendar.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I have a paper calendar this year, and I like it a lot so far.
I do have a paper calendar for school.
And then I have a habit tracker sandwiched in the middle of the monthly spread, too, for daily tracking and, like, weekly stuff. So, it's a nice combo.
Yeah.
My next pro for having a flip phone, you could decorate them. You could put, like, everyone bedazzles their cases.
Yes, but, like, you could do that with an iPhone, too. Like, I just
Yeah.
decorated it with an Octobuddy.
Fair.
But, like, I could have put bedazzled pieces on here.
Yeah.
And, like, the phone charm bracelets, like, that made its way to iPhone before people started using their flip phone.
Yeah, but I feel like it's fun on a flip phone because there's not mass-produced iPhone cases. Because also when everyone had flip phones, they all had different ones. So the thing was, you're making it yourself. You're making it custom versus an Apple silicone case.
True.
And I'm not going to bedazzle directly on my iPhone,
Right.
but I might do that for a plastic.
Something less expensive. You're less worried to ruin.
All right. That argument I can see, because I would definitely not bedazzle my iPhone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
But I was always in the more DIY kind of case. So maybe that's why I'm like, wait, that's like not
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can do that with these.
one of my pros was being able to clip a flip phone on your waistband and walk around with it.
Oh,
But then now I'd be getting over the embarrassment part of the flip phone if you did that.
you're just like, bitch, I got a flip phone.
Yeah.
That would be cool though. Also, I don't love having the ringer on.
On your iPhone?
Well, on my iPhone, it's always silent, but I feel like if I were to convert to a flip phone, I would need the sound to be on, and I don't love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a ringer person. You will not catch
I
me
guess
with
it
a
could
ringer.
do vibrate.
But then you'd be having less notifications, hopefully, in general, so
True.
you wouldn't have to worry as much about it dinging.
So maybe it's worth to have the ring on, because if it's for emergencies, like, what greater emergency is there than if someone's trying to reach you?
Yeah. My final two pros. One, texting would become more intentional because sometimes conversations don't need to be had and we're just bored
Yeah.
just texting to text. And two, starting over with a new contact list. I would love because my contact list has the most unimportant people
Yeah.
ever.
I wish there was a way to, like, mass highlight people, like, pick people in bulk and just delete them. I definitely wish I could start over with my contact list and be more intentional. Because, like, other people, like, if I needed to reach out, like, I still have some people from, like, middle school, high school.
Yeah.
Girl, if I needed you, I could just reach out on Instagram or Facebook or some sort of social media. Like, you don't need everyone's phone number nowadays, I would say.
Or text
Yeah.
somebody that might have it.
But if
for
we
their
all
number.
get rid of our smartphones for flip phones, are we just getting rid of those people then? Or would we, like,
Do
when
we
we're
even
on
have them
social
right
media?
now,
I mean,
though?
fair, yeah. If you haven't talked to them,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
not going to have to talk to them.
I don't think there's a loss.
No, okay, valid point.
Yeah.
Moving on. We talked through that one real quick.
Okay.
Your Stanley's purple today.
It's always purple.
I thought it was yellow.
No,
Yellow.
my hydro is yellow.
Ew.
I know.
Okay.
I go in waves which one I pick out. All right.
That's
Another
different.
pro I have. Less likely to buy random shit on Amazon
Yes.
because you'd probably have to think more before you purchase online.
Or you would just go to the store to shop.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be on your phone, like if you're doing this, it feels like you're going to be on your smartphone way less too. So you're probably just going to be doing all that stuff
Yeah.
way less.
I guess that goes hand in hand with no mobile ordering,
Yeah.
the Starbucks, the
Ooh,
True,
Yeah.
because even if I'm checking out a shopping cart and I have to get up to get my credit card for my laptop, I'm like, well, do I really need this actually?
yeah.
Like, so lazy, but it's so easy to just Apple Pay on your phone and order something.
So if you were to get up to go to the store to actually get it,
Yeah, I probably would buy way less.
which that's good.
That's good. It's a good thing that could come from it.
Yes, we definitely, America fell into
And also,
overconsumption.
by scrolling less, you feel less of a need to need these things that strangers are showing anyway.
True, because you're getting
Definitely.
influenced and marketed out less.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Lots of good points made. I guess, okay, should we do like a final decision?
Yeah.
Would we give up our flip phone for when we're out of the house? Or use a flip phone when we're out of the house and smartphone only when we're home?
Wow.
And you can't
hard.
scroll before bed.
No. No one. No scrolling before bed. Everyone. Even if you have an iPhone. What do you think, Janina?
I feel like I would short term be able to do it. Realistically
how short
speaking.
term?
I don't know. It has to feel like a challenge, I would say.
Same.
So that way when you get your phone back for actually, like the whole time it feels like a reward, but it can't be long enough that you then binge on your phone and go completely backwards and take nothing out of it either.
Yeah. I think the environment I'm in at the current time would decide how long I could do it. For example,
Okay.
if I am going to a beach house for the whole week, I'm not going to be on my phone anyway. So only having a flip phone wouldn't really affect that.
Fair.
Or like, I guess travel in any capacity or having plans. The hard part would be if I'm home with no plans, even if it's summer. Because, like, sure, I could go outside, but I still use my phone for music and stuff. So that'd be, like, a barrier. But I think I could last maybe a week. But I don't see myself lasting longer than that. Like, I could do it a week, a month, or something like that.
Okay. I I can get behind something like that too, especially like a beach, any sort of vacation.
Yeah.
Like that easily fills up your time during the day way better. But I agree, like being at home, like it would just, I don't know, it would kind of be just like teasing you, and I don't think like a challenge where you're being teased the whole time isn't gonna have a good success rate. I don't think.
You might not even feel teased though, because you reap the benefits of not being on your phone, and then you might not even
True.
miss it. But I feel nervous about being in a different place without navigation. That's the only thing that
Well, I
keeps-
think flip phones do have it, just not as easy as
Yeah.
our iPhones.
And if you're like at a beach house, where are you going? Like
looking for a
just
new
be-
restaurant, and then you need directions to get to that restaurant or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess.
How did they do it? So, would you do it, and how long could you last?
I would try it. It sounds like it would be really hard though. This is back to phone only at the house, right? Oh my god. I just have to get used to not having directions to get places.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing, because I feel like a lot of people I know in general just don't have a good sense of direction anymore. And I'm one of those people that still does. Like, I can get around our area without a GPS pretty well. Like, very well. I'm not even going to say pretty well. Very well. Some people I know can't go anywhere without a GPS. And it's like, it's the same streets. And you've gone to this place before.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck do you mean you don't know how to get there?
But-
and I say that with love, because I know everyone's different. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but, like, that's just me, and but, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could probably live without, maybe not somewhere new,
This
but,
area
like,
is not.
current area, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you allowed yourself to use your iPhone in dire situations, maybe if you're worried about location, you keep it on you, but you're not allowed to use it. And in
Okay.
your car, you can use it for maps, but you can't use it for socials or anything else.
Yeah.
How long would you last?
Okay, that extends it.
Because I think that would make a huge difference.
If I could do that, maybe I could try a month.
Damn.
That's a long time.
Julia
you think-
also just gave up social
No, but
media
if you
and
think
was not on
about it-
TikTok.
You still have it at home.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about not being able to get somewhere. The only time you're
Is when you're out.
is when you're out.
That's true.
And if I'm out,
We shouldn't
I'm
need
usually
it.
doing something that I can't be on my phone.
Yeah, true. Because if you're reachable by everyone that you would need to reach, you don't need social media while you're out of the house.
Yeah.
Or if you're out, you're probably hanging out with the people that you'd want to
Yeah,
reach
yeah.
anyway.
I shouldn't be on my phone if I'm sitting with someone I'm
Right.
with. Like,
And if you get a buzz during that time, it could be important.
Yeah.
keep me in the car. Def changes it.
Yeah. I think we could do it.
Much to think about. That's the Billy Ray Cyrus meme.
Or is this just a trend? Is this just a challenge?
I think it's a generation of people recognizing the problem with our obsession with our phones.
And trying to do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's definitely a social experiment happening
Like,
right now
we
in
are
that regard.
Addicted
Yeah.
to our phones. Terribly addicted. Picking up our phones 100 times and us being glad that it's not higher is a bad sign.
And it was actually 200.
Like, we don't need to be picking up our phones 200 times in a day.
Yeah.
200 times?
It's so crazy.
How many times per minute is that?
I was at a comedy show and the population was kind of boomer, so the jokes were directed towards that. And one of the skits was talking about their kids and them on the phone and literally like the brain rot vocab they use.
It's true.
We grab our phones about once every 5 minutes.
That's bad.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's so bad.
Loosely. Don't clock me.
God.
That's kind of nuts.
I wish we could interview somebody that never made the transition just
I
to
don't know
see how they
anyone.
go about their life.
Is this fucked up? Go ask an Amish person.
Yeah, but they never
They don't know
the difference.
what they're missing, also, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what it would be like to ask someone who didn't ever use a smartphone. They
Yeah.
wouldn't know what they're missing.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it fucked up to say? But, like, maybe just go ask them.
Yeah, but they're within their own community. Like, do they need? No, I guess that's kind of That might not be true for every Amish person.
True, but like one of the things with social media and the internet is just you connect with the world. So like, I feel like it's like, are they okay just staying in their small community and not connecting with the world?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like a Joe Schmo that still has to commute to New York City.
And just
his life
chooses
like?
to have a flip phone.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think
tough.
Joe Schmo ever exists in
Joe
our timeline.
Schmo's not listening to our podcast right now.
No.
But if like someone's dad lives this way, let us know. We'd love to call him.
Connect us with that man.
And comment down below or write in anywhere. Contact us if you would ever consider even switching to a flip phone, or you have, maybe you tried it out, or if you're like, I would never do that. Let us know why.
Yeah,
would love to know.
if you wouldn't, you're kind of like Team Janina right now. I feel like I wouldn't, but like I would as a challenge.
Yeah.
But like long term wise, at least right now, probably not. Maybe give me a few challenges under my belt, and then I can fully commit. But I feel like that's how a lot of people would be.
Yeah. And if you want us to do this, if we get enough people to ask us to do this challenge, we'll force Janina into it.
Oh, yeah.
True. We'll make it a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It'll be our rise to fame. Hey, you never know.
You
They might
never know.
click in.
That's all we have this week. We hope you guys enjoyed. See you next week.
Yeah, and before you go, be sure to follow us on social media, Instagram at theneighbors.pod, TikTok at theneighborspod, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Neighbors Pod, because the video version of the episode is just so good. So good.
And you can see our new equipment. We leveled it up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see my facial expressions that Hollywood, I'm ready when you are, okay?
Janina being baffled at us.
Yes. Or you guys being baffled at me.
True.
In the movies I haven't seen. So it's just a good time over here, and we're glad that you're here with us. So we'll see you next week. Bye,
Bye,
neighbor.
neighbors.
Bye.
Oh, that was cute.